Good morning, good early morning. I am here back with another video on the RosSquad, aka Mean Girls Club. I just watched the video of you going in on LA about so many different things that have nothing to do with you. You literally talked about the girl's nails, how she has to fit in with her children's grandmother and auntie. She doesn't have to fit in. If they didn't want to be bothered, they wouldn't come in her presence. You talk as if you are sitting right there knowing every move, every sound, every creep, every crevice of LA's behind. You and we all only see what she puts on here. And in my opinion, as you would say, there was nothing wrong with her enjoying her birthday. Maybe you need to have a drink or two. Maybe it'll calm you down and stop you from being such an evil woman. Because I have never seen so many women ride and dog somebody out the way you guys do. Then if someone put their mouth on your son or children, you're a victim. You take offense to it. But you sure did speak on her boys. You all were over there talking about their teeth. You all were talking about them being on medication. That is so sick to sit and talk about someone's children, and especially ones that are that young. They're not grown and can take up for themselves. Then you had the audacity to try to claim as if her daughter is some type of predator. She's the aggressor. Who would call somebody's kid an aggressor? Of what? Of what? She's a kid. She's doing things that kids do. And to say that her mother condones and put her up to certain behaviors, that's some of the saddest stuff I've heard. You know, you have no respect for boundaries, anyone's life, but your little life needs to be dissected and pulled apart and picked to pieces. Because you ain't perfect. While you're talking about her nails, what about your feet? Fingernail polish and getting your feet done sure didn't help your feet look better. So how could you say or critique what she should be doing with her nails and her hands? Lady, you need to do better. You really do. Find something else to talk about. Because sitting around talking about a woman and her children and every little move that they make shows that you need something better to do in life. Talking about how she was looking at someone's man last year on her birthday through the evil lenses. You really act like you know her. You don't know her. We don't know her. We know what we have seen over the years, but we don't know what it's like when those cameras go off. You're saying if her kids were at home with her, versus being with their grandmother, that they would be locked up in rooms and all this type of stuff. We don't see Teresa's kids locked up in rooms. She's always doing something with her children and had her kids with her. Come on now. And all you women that sit and get along and go along with this mess, y'all sad too. Yeah, it's some really sick individuals in this world, because there's no way that your stomach should not be turning and you should not have conviction in your spirit over the way that you guys sit and talk about this woman, her life, her family, her children. I mean, come on, you might as well had it been one of the relatives. And to say, okay, maybe she did want to have children with a different race, but to make it seem like she wanted all her children to be light-skinned kids, and as if she really has something against dark-skinned people. Come on, that lady don't have nothing against no dark-skinned people. She don't. She's dated dark-skinned men. So what are you talking about? Make that make sense. You just talk for the views and for the money. And like you say, oh, I feel all the love. Girl, that's not love. That's not love you're feeling. That's people that have no life and that are evil and want to sit around and be a part of something, versus being able to stand alone and have their own opinions. They want to be a part of something because they're sitting at home all day with nothing better to do. But what's wrong with positive talk? What's wrong with reassuring talk? Why does it always have to be downgrading and talking bad about someone? I'm telling you, your days are numbered at this. Because as you see, folks has turned on that Ike and Tina real quick, didn't they? He was on top of the world. He halfway did bring you in, because you started off talking about him as well. But you see, people change their minds every day. Folks are unpredictable. So they can be with you today and against you tomorrow. So your days are numbered. Because once again, God sits high and he looks low and he knows all. And it's only going to be for so long that you're able to keep up with this buffoonery, to keep up with this mockery being made of this woman's life. Go try getting one, and maybe you won't be so tuned in on hers. You know, because for what I seen, she enjoyed herself. And if she was in a old house on the prairie gown, she was comfortable. We don't know what you look like all the time behind that camera. You got your old dusters and old sundresses that you sit around in. We all do. So why was that such an issue to you? Then to say her panties stank. You smelt them? How do you know that? You really need to stop, Ros. You really need to stop. Because you make yourself look like a bitter, evil woman. You're bitter. You're hurt. You need to go see somebody. You say you do, but evidently it's not working. It's not helping you. Because you're so evil and vindictive, and you don't care who it hurts. You don't care about that. But then you always want to throw the Lord up. We pray. You're not praying for nobody. All you're doing is wishing down on people. So that'll give you more things to talk about. But for you to dissect her birthday, instead of just being a woman and wishing her a happy birthday and blessed that she's able to see another year, you went through it and pinpointed everything that you thought was wrong. Your thoughts don't matter. It may matter to all of those hackling hens over there that are some old women that need to truly grow up and act their age and lead by example that can maybe teach you something. But they can't teach no one anything, because anyone that goes along with this, something's truly wrong with them. But as long as you keep on doing the things you're doing, I think I'm going to ride you humbly, in a positive manner. I'm not going to come and try to bash you. But you got a lot of things that could be dissected as well, honey. And you really, truly need to take a step back and think about what you're doing. It's been over a year at this mess. You're not helping her. She's not listening to you. This ain't about no help. This is about dollars for you. You started making that money and you didn't know what to do. So you knew you had to stay on her and stay on her and stay on her, because that's your only commentary. That's all you got. Everything about this woman is wrong. When in my eyes, she's doing a whole lot better than you. You can portray like you got it all made in the shade and everything's hunky-dory and your life is so good. Girl, your life ain't so good because you wouldn't be sitting around talking about people the way you do. And leave that woman's kids out of your mouth. Because if someone talks about your deceased son, you fall to the floor as if someone committed a sin, but you have the right to put your mouth on people. Honey, please, do better. At least try. I mean, you don't even try some days just to say, this is going to be, we're going to make this a positive day, guys. We're not going to speak on anybody. Let's talk about some of the issues going on in the world. Let's talk about health. Let's talk about mental illness. Let's talk about things that truly matter. Because when it's all said and done, LA is going to live her life. And you ain't going to stop it. Be blessed. Have a good day. Smile. Think of something positive. And to everyone that tuned in, I would like to ask if you could please like, share, and subscribe, because I'm trying to build a platform. I'm not coming making it seem like, oh, you know, I want to help somebody. I'm coming out here. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Anybody that's on here, they're trying to build a platform. And I thank anyone that hits that like and subscribe to my channel, because I will be coming with other content. And as I get my numbers up, I'm going to do a story time about myself, because I didn't have it easy. So there's no way that I can see myself beating and bashing women and men daily. I just can't. It's the God in me that will not allow it to even take place. So that's how I know you got something evil brewing up in you. I ain't gonna call you a child, because you're a grown woman. You know right from wrong. You know better. But like I say, anything for $1 these days. Folks will sell their soul to gain the world. God bless. Everyone have a wonderful day. And I'll be back with more content. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all.